91X. It's Marty, Danielle, program director Garrett, and music director Hillary here in the 91X studio. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Well, we've been letting you kind of guess at what's going to happen here on 91X going forward all morning long. And there have been a lot of questions to Danielle and I. What's going on? Are you guys still on the radio?
Yeah.
We have that question, too.
We're just having a dance party all morning long.
I think it's been answered because we are on the air right now, right?
Yeah.
But Garrett, Hillary, what is going on?
So, first, just let me clear things up. If anybody is concerned about you guys going anywhere, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, I can pay for my son's school. Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Yeah, here's the deal. You're going to have to get up early tomorrow and come in. So, I know you're probably looking forward to sleeping.
Deal.
So I hope everybody enjoyed 91X from A to XYZ. I mean, just based upon the feedback we received.
Yes.
I mean, boy, the texts, the emails, the social media. What an incredible response. And then last night when we culminated it and then posted the list, even more love. I mean, people clearly loved all of that music over our 40-year history, the incredible depth, the variety. I mean, the massive library. It exists. It's here.
Like, 91X listeners loved it, but I think so did all of us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all of us. We were like, oh, my God, I get to play this song. Oh, I haven't played this in so long. And then just, like, walking around the hallways and being like, dude, you got to play that. That was so rad.
Yes.
It was so fun.
And, you know, one of the things that came out pretty loud and clear, you know, over this last 9 days or so doing this, you know, there have been listeners in San Diego, people in San Diego that have been with us since the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
If not from the very beginning, days after the beginning.
Oh, yeah. So
Sure.
many people like, I was listening when you flipped it in 83. And
That is something people like to claim.
I was in a pottery class, and we were all with the radio on freaking out.
Oh, my God.
So, you know, the
Love
radio
it.
station has been a part of people's lives for a long time in San Diego. And, you know, one of the toughest things about being a station as old as this one is, I mean, 40 years as the same brand, the logo has never changed. Unlike other radio stations in San Diego or around the country, you know, we've been pretty true to ourselves, but we've had some good years. We've had some bad years. We've had some bumpy years. We've had different ownership.
We had
that
Limp
sort of thing.
Bizkit years.
Yeah, there's that. But when you talk to people in San Diego, you hear things, you know, and sometimes it hurts to hear the truth. You know, sometimes people will say, yeah, man, 91X, love the station, grew up with the station, I'm nostalgic about it. You know, they don't play as much of my favorite music as they used to. You know, I used to listen to it a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, I listen some, not as much as I used to. But I grew up with it. And it's always been a big part of San Diego, right? So you hear that stuff and you're like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe we should do something about that. So on the opportunity of celebrating our 40th year, I mean, our 40th birthday is next January, but we are definitely into our 40th year of service as a radio brand, radio station, right? We took the opportunity to acknowledge those people and the library and the breadth and variety of the music and play it for you in a unique and kind of entertaining way, right?
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
A lot of work kind of way, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was so fun.
So after doing that for 9 days, do you really think we can go back to doing it the way we were 2 weeks ago?
Please, can we not?
So there you go. I don't think I need to say anything more. You know, I mean, look, we're only a radio station. We know you have more important things that are going on in your life.
Yeah.
And, you know, we appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time every day. And once again, I want to say thanks to everybody for the incredible and overwhelming response to A to XYZ.
I know.
I mean, you know, just to kind of amplify this, there's a guy that listens to Resurrection Sunday each and every week, loves the show, is one of our biggest listeners. And I got a text from him, and he's like, why can't 91X be like this all the time?
Yeah,
Referring to
a
A to
lot of that.
XYZ.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Right?
Like, you guys should always do this.
What
Yeah.
about the music variety, and what about the depth? Where is it going to fall in things going forward?
Well, I think we heard people like
Right.
we are listening and to the response to A to XYZ. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, once again, I don't know if we went into it with the idea of doing something radically different, but we came out of it going, we'd be nuts not to do something different, right?
Now, we have celebrated the many different genres that we are able to do in alternative music, so to speak, in the royal umbrella of things. What genres will we still celebrate? Will things go away? Will things come in?
All of them, right?
I think what we learned from 9 days of A to XYZ is we should be dipping into more variety, all the genres we play, all the decades we play, and not just focus on what the rest of the quote-unquote commercial alternative radio format in America is doing.
Thank God.
Which sadly is, part of the problem. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, we're going to play a couple of older songs and acknowledge Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Green Day and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then we're going to pound the same 20 songs over and over again until you're sick of them, then find 20 more.
And they're being pushed to us nowadays based on like, oh my God, this has 1 billion streams and this is huge on TikTok. You guys should totally play it. It's like, that's what record companies are like pushing as alternative to alternative radio. And we're trying to find our own way. Like we just need to be 91X.
100%. I mean, that's what I would like to say. At this moment, I will go on record and say this. We have made the decision to renounce our membership in the alternative format as it is known nationally and within the music industry.
Bold.
Well,
out here on 91X Island, I love it. So music discovery will still be here.
Of course.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
The specialty shows will still be here. Resurrection Sunday.
Yes.
Church of Bob.
Yes.
Loudspeaker. I mean, you'd have a mutiny. They would come up the hill with tiki torches and want to take us all out if Loudspeaker doesn't happen.
This is about being 91X. The format is being changed from what people know nationally as the alternative format, which I don't think is very alternative anymore. I don't think any of us believe that. And the format is 91X. When 91X launched in 1983, there was no alternative modern rock chart. There wasn't a format. There was K-Rock in L.A. The program director of K-Rock in L.A. at the time, Rick Carroll, was hired to consult 91X. Came down here, helped them launch it, changed the format. At that time, those were the two radio stations on the West Coast doing this thing, and they were doing their own thing, a category of one. 91X, we're going back to those roots. We're going to do it our way. You're going to hear a ton of variety. You're going to hear a lot of depth. We're going to tap into that massive 91X music library, and it's going to be about music discovery. But music discovery doesn't just have to be about new music. There are people all the time. There are people we were hearing from all the time during A to XYZ going, oh, my God.
Oh, there's one of those people in the room.
Yes.
Right here. Are you
Neil,
kidding me?
too.
I learned so many songs during XYZ.
Like all the texts I got, you texted me when I was playing Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag. You're like, what is this? I really like it. I was like, oh, that's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you will find this with our crew of super passionate music people here at the radio station. Everybody's staying intact, right? Everybody's going to be
everybody's here. We're just listening to San Diego and using this as an opportunity to kind of return to our roots and kind of just like forget the noise about what quote unquote commercial alternative radio should be and just be 91X, like be the best 91X for us, for San Diego, for our listeners that we can be. It's actually super exciting.
It's really exciting, guys.
Standing tall with our chest out, right?
Well, you can put your chest
You
out.
can if you want, yeah. I'm not good.
Danielle and I don't need to.
Yeah.
She started, I don't know.
So 91X, should always strive to be different, right? Because different has always been in our DNA.
Yeah.
And we aim to entertain and connect with people, celebrate our community every day because 91X has always been a part of San Diego.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So here we go. Today, as we enter the second month of our 40th year, a new era begins. One that's going to sound a lot like the 91X you remember and love and grew up with. And I want you to let us know how we're doing. You can text us, you can call us, hit us on social media. But what we're about to do now is going to be a little bit of the reset button to return to our roots. So why don't you hit that, please?
XATRA FM, Baja California, México. Celebrating 40 years of serving humanity. From a radio tower next to a little shack on a big hill high above.